Hi everyone, and welcome to Teresa Ivanore's Coloring Community here on YouTube and on Facebook. I have been recently going through some of my books that are available on Amazon, and I just wanted to go through my volume 5 that has been revised, and I wanted to explain why and let you know the differences between the previous version and the new version. Both of them are not available, just the new revised version, because when I first set up this research for my volume 5, for those of you that have one that looks like this, it's no longer available. And the reason being is because I purchased these color palettes and then did the research on them. So that is how volume 5 came about. When I was contacted by one of the artists that inadvertently a few of her palettes ended up in this volume. So we had to remove it, which was not a problem. I felt terrible that it ended up happening like that because it was not my intention, of course, because I totally believe in the copyright legislation, because it is not fair to artists or authors to have their work replicated or taken without consent. So I went ahead and revised my volume 5. So I'm not even going to open the old volume. Just so you know, volume 5 has been replaced with this to this. Volume 5 is now this book. It is available on Amazon, and it is available by PDF through our Facebook group by sending me a message, and you can obtain it either way. So in this volume 5, it is similar to the old version. However, the color palettes are different. The color palettes have the colors available, but the data is still all here. Okay, so every color combination that's in here or color palette that's suggested still has whether or not these are being used by polychromos or by Prismacolor, and it also has the complementary colors below each color palette to help you choose what colors to use for your art. So just because you don't see a color palette, I went through and made some color palettes that can be used pretty much in the same way as the original book, but this is different where you've got just the colors available plus the palette. Now, for those members in our Facebook group, you know that there is an album in the photos section that has this completed work, not all of them, but this completed type of work with the color palettes available in the Facebook group that has this type of information. So it's easy to take a look. A lot of members have gone in there for some inspiration and come up with the ideas of using those colors that were suggested for their art. And some of the pages have just turned out phenomenal. So if you go through, you'll see there's tons in here. I believe there's almost 300 different color palettes to choose from. So I will explain to you how this works. You go into here and let's say, oh, I really like those colors. I think I can find a page that can use those colors. How does this work? So what you do is you decide whether or not you're going to use your Prismacolor or you're going to use polychromos. I'm going to choose my Prismacolors. Let's use Prismacolors on this artwork. And I've got the perfect page for this. It's an outdoor veranda picture. I need some greens in it. And yeah, let's put the flowers with the oranges and the corals. So when you're looking at this, Prismacolor is on this side. Polychromos is on this side. So these do match that palette, whether you use either type of media. So in Prismacolor, the first section where it says Prismacolor, these are the colors that basically suit this exact palette. Then what you can do to further expand the colors that you're using for your page is to go down and look at the complementary colors under Prismacolor. This is not a word that is used for the color wheel for this. This is just saying that these colors, instead of writing out these colors really look nice with the above colors, that's not why. I use complementary colors, basically saying that this grouping of colors can be used with these above colors to make a nice art page completed. I hope that makes sense. Again, these are just colors that work well with the colors above. And to shorten that, to say these colors work well above, I use the word complementary colors, not meaning that it reflects the actual complementary colors on a color wheel. For those of you that are learning or know all about color theory, this is just giving you an idea of extra colors to use and mix and match with your color palette that you're going to be using. So I hope that explains everything regarding volume 5. Like I said, it's going to be nice and short and sweet. It is very easy to work with. If you have any questions, again, feel free to post them in our Facebook group, and we will certainly help you out with that. And it would be so cool to see your art completed with certain palettes from this book, so that we can all take a look and see how you came up with your ideas of where to use, let's say, this purple or this chartreuse on your page. It would be really, really neat to see. So all of you have a wonderful day. Hope you're enjoying your coloring, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.